Chapter 5. The rhythm of Declan's days shifted subtly after that late-night study session. Between lectures, assignments, and the usual responsibilities of his final semester, a new thread wove itself into his life: texting Azalea. It began almost hesitantly. A song he thought she might like, one he had stumbled across on Spotify during a late-night drive. With a quiet grin, he typed, "This one reminds me of you." He hovered over the send button longer than he cared to admit before finally pressing it. Minutes later, her reply came, not with a song in return but a meme. A ridiculous, light-hearted picture that had him chuckling in the quiet of his room. "You're impossible," he typed back, though the warmth in his chest betrayed the words. What started as one exchange quickly spiraled into a rhythm of its own. By the second day, their chat history was a patchwork of jokes, memes, and casual confessions that slipped through between the laughter. Azalea's humor came alive in messages, sharp, playful, but threaded with a softness that made Declan want to keep reading, keep responding. When she teased him about his endless coffee habit, he fired back, "Better than your notebook obsession. Do you own stock in stationery stores?" She responded with a photo of her colorful notes sprawled across her desk. "Guilty. Organization is survival." He sent back a picture of his messy desk in contrast. "Chaos is a method too." Evenings became their favorite time to talk. Declan would settle into his Corolla after the gym, phone propped against the steering wheel while the car idled, headlights washing faintly against the driveway. Azalea, in turn, often texted from her small, book-filled apartment, occasionally sending him photos of her cat curled up in the window. They joked endlessly, yes, but between the jokes, truth slipped out. Azalea admitted she sometimes felt invisible in her classes, her quietness mistaken for indifference. Declan confessed how the pressure of graduation often pressed too heavily on him, even if he rarely said it aloud. "Funny how this feels easier," she texted one night. "Saying things over the phone instead of in person." He stared at the message for a long moment before replying, "Maybe it's because we know we're listening to each other." Their banter had layers now, laughter threaded with unspoken understanding. When Declan sent her another song, Azalea countered not with a meme this time, but with a line of poetry. "Read this today and thought of you. Sometimes strangers meet, and something familiar wakes, as if they've known each other in another life." Declan read the words 3 times over, his chest tightening with something he couldn't name. He typed, erased, retyped, finally settling on, "If that's true, then I'm glad this life gave me another chance to know you." She didn't respond right away, but when her reply came, it was simple: "Me too." The days passed, and their messages became constant threads stretching from morning until the quiet hours past midnight. Even when they weren't talking, Declan found himself checking his phone more than usual, waiting for her name to light up the screen. Emily noticed the shift first. "You're smiling at your phone a lot these days," she teased during study group. Declan tried to brush it off. "Just funny stuff." But Liam leaned in, grinning. "Bet it's not just funny stuff. Who's got you glued to your screen?" Priya smirked knowingly but stayed quiet, her highlighters sliding across her notes. Declan only shook his head, fighting the flush that threatened to give him away. Later that night, he told Azalea about it. "I think my friends are catching on." Her reply came quickly. "Catching on to what?" He hesitated before sending, "That I like talking to you more than I probably should." There was a pause, a few minutes that stretched unbearably before her typing bubble appeared. Then, "Good, because I like talking to you too." Declan let out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding, leaning back into the quiet of his room, the glow of the phone like a beacon in his hand. By the end of the week, texting had become not just routine but necessary, woven into the fabric of their days. Songs, memes, late-night confessions. It all blurred into something deeper, something that made campus feel different, smaller, warmer. Declan lay in bed one evening, the hum of the city outside his window fading beneath the sound of his phone buzzing softly with another message from her. He read it, smiling, before setting the device on his chest and staring at the ceiling. Whatever this was, it had begun to matter. And he knew, without question, that this was only the beginning.